Okay, here we are at Lock 32, and it's a little bit west of Pittsford, and this is the first lock that we've actually navigated and negotiated, and Bapa's doing a great job holding us against the wall up there, and we've got about another 10 feet up to go. They're raising us up. Had a little trouble finding neutral once we got in here, but we figured it out, and so far so good. Nobody hurt, nobody wounded, and so that's lock number 1 for us, but lock number 32 on the Erie Canal. Okay, Lise, tell us what we're doing.
We're on the Erie Canal westbound, just past Spencerport, and we're heading to Rockport right now. We're just about to go under the Route 260 Sweden Walker Road Bridge, then head into Rockport, where we'll have 3 lift bridges that we have to go under. Perhaps on our way to Holly, New York.
What are we doing today?
We just passed the Lyle Avenue Bridge, heading toward the 490 Bridge eastbound on the Erie Canal. Very narrow here, but very secluded, and the wind is not as bad as it's been. Leaves are beautiful. We're headed towards Pittsburgh.
And we have a little bit of sun, and there's kingfishers. Papa is dressed up like an Indian.
It's nipping. I have my map.
A lady chieftain in her wigwam. Big Chief Erie Canal. How? Okay, so here we are. It's Saturday morning, and we're just leaving the canal from the west side and crossing the Genesee River. And this is right around the U of R. That's the boathouse over there where I think they put in for their crew and all that. And we're cutting straight across the Genesee River and getting back into the eastbound section of the canal. If you go that way north, it's 4 miles to the city of Rochester, and if you go this way 4 miles essentially through these bridges, you're going through Genesee Valley Park and should be at Lock 33 in also 4 miles. So, and it's a pretty neat little stretch because of all the bridges. There's pedestrian bridges which are pretty old, like this one, and then there's railroad bridges, and there are utility crossings and regular road bridges for automobiles. It's just kind of a neat stretch, and it's nice that the sun is out. And I just had an awesome toasted cheese sandwich that Papa made, and some wine. Yay! Okay, here we are at Lock 33, which is between Rochester one of two locks between Rochester and Pittsford, and we're lowering this time. This is the first lock we've been in where it actually went down. It's kind of cool. Lisa's got her special muck gloves on that she holds onto the rope with, and I'm using a cable with the boat hook. And you just kind of drop down slowly as the water leaks out, and you can see a lot of muck and seaweed and stuff on the walls of the lock as it lowers, and you can see the walls behind us. That's where the water is dammed up, obviously, back towards Rochester. And now again we're looking eastward, and Lisa's got her grip on the rope as we go down, and then in a few minutes those doors will open up and we can fire the canal boat up again and head out at a different level. Looks to be something like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet difference stepping down along the Barge Canal. There's a tower up there, and that is where he controls that set of doors. And there's another tower up there where he controls the doors behind us. Pretty low tech, but it's actually pretty cool too. High tech for its day, and still very charming and cool. It's kind of like being in a bathtub and the water's draining out. It was like Lincoln said that, the water's out of the tub now, or whatever, in the Civil War. How's it going, Lise? Yeah, it's a lot less pressure when you're dropping down, yeah. Still a little water coming in from the deep side of the canal. Looks like they don't stop it entirely just to keep it venting or something. That's behind us. Again, I'm just supposed to hold this cable to keep the boat snug against the wall. What? Okay. Okay. I don't want to fire it up yet because there may not be entirely in neutral. Okay, we just fire the boat back up. Straighten out the tiller, more or less. We're still in neutral. And the doors are opening slowly. Okay, Papa, you can let go. And I hit the bow thruster just a little bit. Starts to come away from the wall. You can see the doors opening, and through there maybe you can already see the next canal boat is coming in, which we think might be the Canandaigua. So as we're exiting, they're going to be entering. And that's how it works. Some guys come down and some guys go up, depending on which way you want to go in the canal. And maybe that's really obvious, but so be it. We think it's pretty cool. There's some people walking down the locks. It's like usually there are parks around these canal locks. And people just like to watch the doors open and close. And Lisa is on the radio command, which is awesome. She does a good job with the radio stuff. Over here to the right, you can see some of the water still coming out from the behind us, the high part of the canal. And it kind of vents there. And there's a guy, looks like he's fishing for salmon or something, or maybe trout. Anyway, and so you can see the other canal boat coming towards us, and now we'll get out of their way. I'm going to shut off the phone, or the camera. Okay, here we are in lock number 32. This time we're actually in a lock going down again, but we have two canal boats. One is the Sam Patch, which is right over there on the south wall, and we are, of course, still the Hemlock on the north wall, and we're both dropping down together. This must be where they get the analogy of raising and lowering all boats. Like certain tides raise all boats and certain tides lower all boats. Anyway, it's kind of cool that we're in here together in the giant tub. And there's Lisa up there. This time she's holding onto the cable using a rope instead of her gloves. So, cool stuff. And the water is right behind us. And there's my hook on that cable. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Someday we have to do the Panama Canal. Our next big trip maybe on a canal would maybe be England, which would be pretty cool. Anyway, later.